It's good to have you here this morning. I'll start by showing you the sitting room on the front room. It really is a beautiful, light and airy space. I'll try and show you the best views possible. If I take you into one of the corners, I can pan round and show you the views from the windows looking out to the front of the house and over to the far side of the room. And that's back into where we entered in from the hallway. Opposite the front of the house is a wooded area. In fact, this is where the stone was quarried for the main building. There's lots of history attached to the property, and you'll see the really bright and airy light coming in even on a dull day, so you can imagine what it's like in the summer. If I just walk you over to the other corner of the room, you can see the room from the other aspect. So there's where we came in from the hallway. The view on the other end, down outside the windows. Looking at the entrance into the snug, which is off of the main sitting room. So at the moment, the current owners have got this set up as an office, which would be an absolutely perfect working from home space. You can shut the door and find yourself nice and quiet away from the rest of the house. They've also got an additional sofa in here and a TV, so it makes it a really lovely other option for another sitting room. We might even want to set it up as a guest bedroom or a playroom if maybe you've got smaller children. I'll just pan around and show you the other end of that. So this space is really lovely in itself. And again, huge window looking out over the woods. So bringing lots of natural daylight. Okay. So as you can see, that leads straight out onto the sitting room. And we can go around in a nice circle into the dining room, which is off of the lounge. And as we go into the dining room, you can see there's lots of space for entertaining. You can easily fit, I'm sure, 10 people around the dining table. Great. I'm just going to show you from this end what you can see as you look down the dining room into the kitchen, which we'll have a look at in a moment. And there's also patio doors straight out onto the garden from the dining room as well. And I'll walk you through, I'll just show you the view from the patio doors outside. Obviously, again, easy access to get into the garden, to sit outside and enjoy, entertain with family and friends. And then walking straight through to the kitchen. You'll also see a back door that goes out onto the driveway, which actually is next door to the hallway. I'll just pan around and show you from that way. So that's the doorway from the hallway straight into the kitchen. And then you've got a back door, which has got a small lobby outside, so plenty of space for knocking off your muddy boots and coming for a walk. And if I just pan around to show you the view from the other side. So here you've got from the entrance in the hallway, lots of workspace, all your appliances, easy access back into the dining room, so you're not too far away from your guests when you're preparing your food and cooking. And then you've got double oven and hob and plenty of cupboard space, in addition to a larder cupboard as well at the end here, which hopefully you can just about see. Our next stop is into the utility room, which again is of a reasonable size. It's got a lot of space in it. Additional fridge freezer space. And of course, always good to have your tumble dryer and washing machine out of the kitchen so you can shut it off and not hear the noise that makes. Another window out onto the garden from the utility room. And you've also got direct access again out onto the garden. So another way of coming into the house if you don't want to come straight into the front doorway. Okay, so that's downstairs. One last addition to the first floor is the downstairs cloakroom. And obviously you've got your amenities, toilet and basin there as well. So that's the first floor. Taking you upstairs, hopefully you'll be able to get a really good idea of the space upstairs. If I stand over in the one corner of the landing, I can explain the layout to you. I'm sure most of you have studied the virtual tour anyway and seen the pictures, but whereas we look straight ahead, that goes down to the master bedroom, which has an ensuite bathroom. And just next door is the third bedroom, which is a double bedroom. And then if we pan round to the other end of the landing, we've got bedroom number 2, which again is another spacious double. On the other side of the landing, we've got the family bathroom and a separate WC. So lots of space up here. I'll take you down to the master bedroom so you can have a good look around there. Here we are in the master bedroom. Again, lots of light coming in from the big window at the front. You'll notice that the windows are slightly higher than maybe most houses, and that's because the origins of this building dates back at least 150 years ago when it was a stable block. So we've kept lots of the character, the house has kept lots of the character of the property of when it was first built, or even before it was built into actual dwelling or house in the 60s. So this is the other view. We've got fitted wardrobes all the way along this wall. Pan around on the other wall, where you'll find the doorway into the ensuite. And I'll just pan around again on the other side so you can see the view from the bed, looking out onto the window from this end. And over to the fitted wardrobes, back out into the hallway. So inside the ensuite bathroom, you'll find a walk-in shower. And basin and toilet. You've also got a really good sized storage cupboard in the corner over here as well as you walk into the doorway. This room really is absolutely beautiful and such a relaxing and quiet place to be. It's absolutely beautiful. If I take you next door, sorry, that was a bit fast. So if I go into this is the third bedroom, which is still ample size for a double bed. And you've got a fitted cupboard on the wall to our right. Again, one of those lovely big windows looking out into the back garden and the countryside, and then also a wardrobe, freestanding wardrobe in this bedroom. And as we come back from this side of the hallway, you'll notice again another character feature of the house is in fact a small balcony, which the owners believe was originally the would have been the way the hay would have come up into the stables. So they would have had a pulley system at one point outside, and then they would have winched the hay up to the top here and used this hatch here, which is now a nice little feature. And in the summer, I'm sure brings through lots of air if you were wanting to. These things are getting a little hot, so it's a lovely feature. This is the second bedroom, which goes again out to the front of the house. A double bedroom with plenty of fitted wardrobes. I'll just take you into the other corner so that you can see the room from the window side and out back onto the hallway. I hope that gives you a good idea of the size and again just how bright all of the rooms are in this property. So as you make our way out of the second bedroom, across the other side of the landing, you've got a really good sized family bathroom, should I say. And in here you've got bath and shower, a large double airing cupboard, an additional storage space here too. Lovely big window looking out onto the garden. Just panning around so you can see the view from outside, walking outside the bathroom onto the landing. The main toilet is separate from the bathroom, which is great because it doesn't encroach on the space at all in the bathroom, which is really good. The bathroom is still of an extremely good size. I'll just show you the view from the master bedroom again before we head downstairs and go outside. I hope the tour does give you an idea of just how much space this house has got. In fact, it's got over 2,000 square metres of accommodation, so it really does span a great size. It's a great size property and certainly has a lot to offer. So hopefully that gives you a good idea of upstairs and downstairs. Apologies if I'm moving a bit fast as I go down the stairs. Hope not making you feel seasick. But what I'll do now for you is, now we've had the full tour of the downstairs, I'll take you out and show you around the garden, the driveway and the garages, so you can get a full appreciation of the property from the outside. So excuse me a minute while I open the door, and I'll just show you actually the view from the front door, again out onto the lawn, side lawn. And then we'll enter out into the garden. We'll just turn around so that you can see just how beautiful the outside of the house is, looking over to the woods. I hope you can hear the birds, because that's all we can hear, in fact, chirping away today. And there you go. The garden benefits from sun pretty much all day. In one part of the garden, you'll get the sun. You might get a little bit of shade, but because of the expanse of the garden, you pretty much can benefit from sunlight all throughout the day. As I pan round, we'll go up to the double garages. We have actually got the original well. It isn't a working well anymore, but it is still a lovely feature of the garden. You've got greenhouse and a shed, so you've got some more outside storage space. But you'll notice this looks down towards the dining room and the patio, and you can just about see the side of the entrance into the utility room, the back door into the utility room. I'll just come a little bit closer. This part of the garden is again another area where you could set up a nice patio table and chairs and enjoy the garden. as I walked up the other end of the garden, we looked down onto the outside of the house, which comes from the patio doors that come out from the dining room and the utility room. And what I'll do, hopefully, if I pan around here, you can hopefully see the entrance back up to the garages and up to the shed and greenhouse at the top. Obviously, with winter, we haven't got all the flowers and plants out as they would be, but I know that the owners here are really proud of the garden and how beautiful it looks. And everything starts to bud. And again, it's a really secluded garden. You've got lots of mature trees around the boundaries, and it stays pretty sheltered throughout the season, so it's lovely. Hopefully you can still see me, but I'll just give you one last look around the impressive entrance to the property. As you can see, that's the driveway back over to the other side of the garden, the back lawn, and I'll just pan up to the top of the house so you can see the outside of the original hayloft, I'll call it, and the little balcony that's there now. And also just a view of the front of the house from here as well. So that's the view from the front door and the side window of the sitting room. And as you pan round, you've got the little porch area that looks out from the kitchen and the back door. But it's not the back door at all, but the other door coming out from the kitchen and the utility on the side. So hopefully that gives you a better feel for the property and what it has to offer. Please let me know if you can still see me okay. I apologise for the signal difficulties when we were in the garage. I hope you got a feel for it. But if anybody's got any questions or you'd like to ask anything, please let us know. Pop it in the chat or let us know if you want to. Otherwise, we'll end the tour here.